Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so I'm working on a Schlage deadbolt rekey that somebody brought in, and something came up that I don't think I've talked about, and that is the retainer pin for the deadbolts. On screw cap deadbolts, they have a little retainer pin that holds the screw cap in, as some of y'all might know. And we'll zoom in over here. And this is pretty common with Weiser, Schlage, and definitely Baldwin deadbolts. Older Baldwin deadbolts that use the real deal Baldwin. Is this a retainer pin? And if you don't know what this is a retainer pin that you see when you look at the inside. You see a little pin sticking up. And it is spring loaded. There is a spring behind it, and that just goes up in the groove there and holds that cap on so that the key, the plug will not come out when you turn the key. But every so often you will run up on a pin when you are rekeying it. If we look at the pin, this was oriented in the lock this way. Let's see if we can do that for our screenshot. And you see this little nick right there. I'm getting up as close as I can. But what happens is you drop it and you probably lose it. Luckily I did not. But what happens is this screw cap, if we take all the stuff out, will, with the case of it turning back and forth, where are we in camera? Turning back and forth will kind of cause this to rattle in the hole, and it'll cause it to get like scraped up on the side. This one's not bad, but there are definitely worse ones. But what happens is the pin, make sure my spring's in there, yeah. The pin it'll grab on the edge of the hole, and it either won't push down correctly or it'll get hung up and cause a lock failure. So if we zoom in here, take a jeweler's file, lay it down. You can use a pair of pliers to do this if you want to, which I guess I will for point of reference. And you want to just hit it with the file. Hey.
I just can't stay away.
Okay, sorry, I've got another rekey in here that is a quick set. Where'd my pen go? Well, shoot. Sitting here talking about, oh, here it is. All right, so anyway, we go back in, we grab our needle file, we find where the camera is, and we just hit that rough area, which is kind of hard using a pair of pliers, so I'll just kind of grab it with my fingers and smooth off that area right there where it is jagged. Try to go all the way around. There may be little imperfections that you don't see, or you might miss while you're spinning it with your finger like this. Shoot, I wasn't even in camera. Okay, there we go. So you just kind of spin it around. Until, see, there's our mark. Starting to go away. I'm kind of spinning it in my fingers like this as I'm doing that. And it's not going to be perfect, but you just want to get that jagged edge off. And then check it in your hole. Make sure that it is, set the camera back out. Make sure it is springy and does not hang up. Another thing on Baldwins, as well as the pin there, this thing will get mangled. So typically I'll use a pair of pliers, like 2 pairs of pliers, and kind of squeeze it together, hammer it, put it on a flat surface, hammer it on both sides until it's flat, and then you kind of have to bend it back together. And you want it to be kind of free, not tight in this, but the same, that's supposed to be the same, you know, outer inner diameter. And that's it. Let's just go put it on, and make sure, of course, when you're doing this, that your cap is screwed all the way down. Typically I will screw it down until it is tight and then back it off one or two. Kind of hard to do on some of these. That little tool I was using is a Wiser tool, but it does work on Schlage. Alright, so I backed it off one, and we're going to grab our keys that are over here. I'm going to just check them. Make sure the key pulls out easily, and make sure that it turns freely and is not tight. And that's it. So that is filing the retainer pins. Almost all of them. This is off of a different deadbolt that's sitting here. You can see it's starting right here on the edge. So just a common thing when you're rekeying to watch out for, make sure your little screw caps are not, little pins and screw caps are not messed up. Thanks for watching, guys. We will catch y'all next video. $44.55 for a rekey, 2 upcharges on painted keys, and 3 extra painted keys. Oh, y'all are still here.
Well, it's cool that somebody knows exactly what you want.
We're actually set up in my computer too.
That's that's a nice little concept over there.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's not complicated. And it's and people could have meetings there.
Yeah, they got rooms in the back.
Groups could get together and